Good morning everybody. So in this video we will be announcing the winner of last week's video, so make sure you head to the comment section. We'll pin it in there, and also towards the end of this video we'll announce the winner verbally in the video. It's only Saturday morning and the competition hasn't aired yet, so that kind of explains that, if that makes sense. Okay, so thought I'd start a little bit differently today. I've got a busy Saturday morning. I've just been editing. It's 7:30. I've already been up and editing the video for tomorrow, what you've seen last week's video. Yeah, I'm off out now quoting. I've got all over Nottingham, to be honest. I think it'd be sort of midday-ish before I get done. So yeah, we'll head over there, I suppose. So the first one is in Rise Park, I believe. So we're gonna head over to there, and then I think we're in San Diego, and I can't remember the other ones, but yeah, there's a few. I've got them to do, and then I've got 5 to write up. So 3 from this morning and 5 to write up. 2 from in the week, the last couple of days I've not had a chance to type up yet. So yeah, busy morning, but I thought I'd show you guys a little bit behind the scenes and what goes on. Self-employed life, running small businesses. We don't do weekends. It's a 7-day-a-week job. So yeah, not to really address the Muppets, but when people say in the comments, oh yeah, you don't do it, blah 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 blah, and to be fair, I hear that all everywhere. So yeah, this is the stuff that people don't see. Like yesterday morning before we started recording, I think I left the house at 7. I went to one merchant's, picked up jointing compound, another merchant's picked up steel saw blades, then I went to a quote in Papawick, and then travelled from Papawick over to the job, got there for 8:30. You know, so there's things going on that people don't really see, you know, and that's hence why we have the staff that we have. You know, if I didn't have, I don't think the business could function any other way. I think if we didn't have the staff, if we didn't have the lads to do the manual, then there'd be no one to, I'd be there doing the manual like I used to and run the business. To be fair, I kind of used to do both. I used to be on site the majority doing the manual stuff when we were a bit smaller as a gang, and then I have to do all this stuff in my spare time, the quoting and the paperwork and the accountant stuff and the project managing and the customer service stuff and the advertising and the, you know, you can easily do 20-30 hours a week doing that stuff in peak season. And to be honest with you, I'm too old now. I was doing that in my mid-20s, 30s. I could keep up then, but yeah, it led to a lot of problems, stress, anxiety. It made me ill, to be honest. You can't do a 70-hour week every single week, you know. And to be fair, I sort of still am, in a sense, I suppose. I'm tying it into my life. Like, it's Saturday morning now. I'm supposed to be, this is off work for me, but like I said, you'll see what I've done this morning. Like I said, I've already been editing for an hour, the videos and stuff, and then I've got all this quoting so and so, but I've kind of integrated it into my life, so it's just like that's what I do on a Saturday morning now. So the diary's free with the family, and I sort of get done for Saturday lunch, and then I'll do some more quoting tomorrow morning when my son goes to a boxing class, so I drop him at boxing and I'll have an hour quoting and then come back, pick him up. I just have to squeeze it in where I can. And that's what I try and do, but obviously it does spill over sometimes into the working week. Some people can't have you there at the weekend, some people don't want you there at the weekend, some people want you around at 7 at night. You know, it is what it is. So we have to manage that as best we can. Some I can't make out, I can't get there sometimes, you know. They want me out there on a Wednesday night at 7 o'clock and I've been at work all day and I'm exhausted and I can't get it, I can't do it. So yeah, anyway, enough waffle. I'm gonna head there now. I can't really, time lapse me driving, but I can't really do it in this vehicle, so I shall I'll see you there. Okay, so I intended to video all that. It's a nightmare. I haven't got a thing set up in the car to time lapse what I'm doing. I've just arrived back home. I've done 3 quotes, been all over Nottingham. I've been out, it's about 10 o'clock now, so I've been out, well, about 3 hours. Believe it or not, it's crazy. Not even that far, just by the time you've chatted to everyone, you do 20-minute each quote at least, aren't you? And so I'm not complaining, quite enjoy it. Yeah, I'm gonna get back now, get them typed up, blah blah blah. So it could be about, by the time I've got the video up for tomorrow and everything else, probably about a midday finish, but then I get to enjoy the rest of my weekend. So, well, a couple of quotes tomorrow, but there you go. Good morning everybody. So we are ready to finish up. We've got these 2 bags here for DJ, who's collecting them later. I think Jordan's coming over. Just loading the van up. and get things finished. We've got this to gravel up today. I'm going to jet wash all this down, point it all up, dug the planters out. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but that's about a foot deep. It's pretty deep. So we've got to soil all these up, ready for planting, joint gravel the path. And then the lads are just knocking the soil around. Obviously we've got to put some in the back of this planter here, clean this bit up, and point this up, and we're about done. So made that sound a lot easier than it is, but yeah, off we go. So we are just about complete on the back patio. Ryan's just finishing up them last bits. It's looking pretty good. So as you can see, all this soil's in now. Patio's wet down. Bag's been split. Let's get this one jointed up and finished. Okay, so just in time, the rain has begun, so just got finished up. I'm sure you guys agree, look lovely. This is Stone Market stone in autumn. I've used a Marshall's Tegular curbing in pennant grey at the back. So I think you guys agree, it'll look lovely. Look at that. Little thing of beauty. I'm going to plant here, grow something up it so it gives a bit of privacy. Use this as a little dining area in the summer months. It's looking pretty sharp, isn't it, Chris?
Not bad.
Not too shabby. Oh, trademarked. Did I see that? Someone else said that the other day on telly, and I knew where they got it from. I heard it on a telly programme. Not too shabby.
He stole my thing.
What did he steal?
He said it.
What was that?
Laser levels in the eyes.
Oh, that was it, yeah. Chris made a joke about having laser levels in his eyes and Dave nicked it.
And then next minute, it's all over YouTube. Haha, laser levels in my eyes. Know all about you, Dave. Know all about you.
He's a bit sore about that, aren't you?
I'm going to take him to court.
Ooh.
I'm going to sue him. I'm going to be a 15% shareholder in his company now.
I think the amount of money we spend we are, aren't we?
Basically enough, yeah.
So, anyway guys, this is the end for this one. We've got a new job starting tomorrow. So, I'll chuck the montage at the end of this, showing you the completed works, and we shall see you in the morning.
About done. Try and stay off it for 2 or 3 days if you can, just let it need to set.
Good morning everybody. So it's a new start today on a new job. This is a 3-weeker, this one. It's a little bit technical. So it's going to be a little bit tedious, a little bit stressful at times as these jobs are, but we will get there. So me and Connor have just been picked up a tape measure because ours has seen better days. And now we're going to start getting his foot in it. So I shall show you the job. Okay, so here is the job. We're currently just setting out, if you can see the string line on the camera, I don't know if you can. So we're just setting out now off the wall. I'm going to dig a footing in today. There's going to be a footing all the way up here, and this is going to be a new block wall that's going to be similar to this one. We're going to clad it in the slab, in the porcelain. And then this is all going to be one level through porcelain, some steps and so on here. So quite a lot to it, quite technical, quite a bit of work. So yeah, that's what we're in the process of setting out, which is a tedious, like I said, it's quite a tedious thing to have to do because there's too many little tiny factors you have to get right and so on, but we shall crack on with it as we do. Okay, so we've set it out and we've just marked a rough spray line now. we're going to chop it back just slightly further back than the actual line. That's going to be roughly the face of the wall. But if we come back slightly, it just gives us contingency on the footing to make sure we can get it square, because we're going to have to do all the setting out and set off here. So, right, without further ado, let's go over to a time lapse, get this footing dug out. That's what we love doing. Okay, so as you've seen, the footing's gone in. Chris is now, well, the footing's gone in. The footing has been dug out. Chris, we're now starting to pour the footing. So Chris is just floating that up, levelling it up. Got a fair bit to go yet. So the idea is, this is the beginning of a long run, and then this will return and step up onto this patio and tie back into. This will essentially become a corner here. It retains the patio level to go sort of back up to this level here. We've got to take a couple of course off or so, or a course and no slabs, I believe. But we can't really take that out and backfill till this is all in, and so it's just not worth doing yet. So we'll get that done probably Thursday, I'd imagine. So get it all stoned up Friday, ready to rock and roll Monday, get it laid. So like I said, yeah, with these jobs like this, they're tedious. There's a lot of setting out involved, a lot of time lost, scratching heads and working out things, and you take measures and levels. And I mean, as you can see, look at the levels there. I mean, some of you guys watching are in the trades, but for people that aren't, it's yeah, it's not that easy to work out. We've got to try to sort of get a nice level through and set it all out and so on. So, but anyway, we shall get on with his footing. Okay, so we're about halfway on this footing now. However, in true British style at the minute, the bipolar, I'm not joking, we had to take the jumps off a minute ago because it was about 30 degrees, getting sunburned, and now it's chucking down with rain again. So we're going to have a quick hide in the garage for 10 minutes, and then we shall continue our plight. Okay, so the footing is in. That's all we could do yesterday because we realised the blocks were too heavy to lay on it. So that's all in. Looks a bit like a bomb site at the minute, but I assure you it won't do by the end of the week. So first job is to build up this retaining wall, whatever we're doing, and then get some slabs laid on top of it. I'd also like to point out, for those who are watching and go, what a mess, we've got a load of backfill to do. The patio is coming up to approximately this level. So we've got a hell of a lot of backfill on this. So basically there's no point taking this all out and chucking it. We'll just have to throw it up here and then we'll infill it all and road stone on top. So it will start making sense as it does. But yeah, so if anyone's there saying like, look at the mess you've made, you're not, yeah, it's because we've got to. There's no point throwing away good aggregates, is there?
You're in, mate.
Correct. Okay, so things are slowly moving forward. We're all set out now. I've got that first course in, so it's just a matter of running it in now. So a bit time consuming, but easy. We're just returning this corner here, which has got to step up onto this patio. But again, it will all start making sense pretty shortly. By end of hopefully all the block work will be in by end of play tomorrow. And then we've just got the backfilling to do Friday and Monday. Okay, so got our first run up and our corners. So I believe I'm just going to run this in now. That should get us pretty much to where we need to get today. So we've got about, it's about 140 block this lot, so we just if we get 70, 80 odd in today, which is more than plausible, we're on a rock and roll. And if you noticed as well, what we've done is we've laid them down flat. It's just a stronger bond. It's as good as 2 skin then. Easy to lay, easy to set your levels. You'd have to, you could throw an hand grenade behind it and it probably won't blow up. So it's quite a indestructible bond. Oh, I mean, you've got Connell. Indestructible bond. Is that Connell? Or is it Doc Cotton? I'm not sure. Oh, my Nick. Be working at laundrette. So, as you've just seen on a time lapse, that is our front retaining wall in. Doesn't look like an old painting, reason being, there's no point in jointing this up and being too tidy with it. It's level and plumb, but it's all been cladded with porcelain slabs. So, there's absolutely no point in overkilling it, just to hide it. So, anyway, this afternoon's a little bit now before we get done. It's just to return this corner here to here. And yeah, that'll be us for the day, I think. So maybe start backfilling it tomorrow, hopefully.
Bad day's little work, we're finished. All done for today. Spin you around, have a little look what we've been up to. Not bad, eh, Com? Not on bad days. Little graft. That's all in. Tied back into that wall over there. So that's tied into there. Obviously you're not going to see any of that. Slab's going to sit over there. Then we've got, it's probably going to be 1 course higher on this. But I'm going to wait, get that stoned up, see roughly what our levels is and how it looks, and I might put another 1 or 2 course on top of that. Depending. Don't want to come too high though, because it's getting quite high from back here. And that's going to be fun, cladding all that. There's a lot of work in that. Got to clad it both sides now, because you're going to see that return. So both of them sides need cladding in slabs, and all the top needs doing as well. Someone else has done all this. It's not great. It's not bad. It's not too good if you get in. Look at that. All edges are chipped up on it and stuff, and that just looks a bit naff, doesn't it? And you can see all the cut edges down there. So I'm gonna have to whip that off. That's gonna have to come off because all this is coming out. Then reclad that in new slabs so it matches this side. And then obviously our steps are gonna run in between. Gonna try and get a big landing pad down here so she can step up and then have this bit to step back up on there. Might do something fancy. Might put something across there. Not sure yet. Making it up as we go along, aren't we? Lads don't like it when I stop making more work, do you? Do you reckon, Com, like a diagonal steps in, going in?
Or do straight steps, so the cut's easier and look better.
Now I'm going to try and get that. I'm going to mess about with these step heights and try and get it to get in there. But that's another day's thought process. It's a late one, isn't it, for us? What time is it now? 3:30. We're only just picking that wall up, so me and old Ryan have smashed that in today. While Connell's sat there smoking, watching us.
Well, you'll see the time lapse to see that I've put all the blocks in, brought all the blocks around, shut the gobbler
Customers
down.
there.
I was thinking, maybe it needs to be an inch that.
You know what? You should get into comedy, you know. You're on YouTube now making jokes. That's my job doing that.
I know Nick was saying you had somebody.
Right, on that note, gotta go. Right. Cracking on. Dilemmas of the day, as it always is. We've not really, let me just turn this radio down before we get done by YouTube. We've not filmed a great deal. So we had a couple of problems, as always, in this company. So the customer's chosen the slabs, what they wanted, the colour. Off the internet, we've ordered them. It's supposed to be coming in the morning. And then the customer's decided now she's not sure on the colour, if she wants that colour. So that's a bit of a nightmare. So basically the boys, Nick and Connell, have gone up to Worksop, which is about an hour, 45 minutes, an hour away. They've now got to go up there, pick the slabs, pick some samples, bring them back, and then the customer's got to have a look, because I don't think the customer wanted to drive up. Same old dilemmas. So it's been stressful this morning because the slabs are already going to be delivered in the morning. I'm dying at hay fever. I feel rotten. Well, I've ordered these new tablets called Olivia or some crap like that. You may have heard them, but Connell reckons they're decent, so and one of my other mates said they're good, so I'm going to try them. Let me spin you around and show you what we've been doing. So all them steps have come off there. We've started taking all this off. That's all going to get pulled in for backfill. We're breaking that concrete out. Concrete's going to have to go around the front and get rid of, because it's we won't be able to get that in here. It would be too rocky, so we need a good flat bed to whack her on. And then what I'm doing on these steps is, what I've decided, I'm going to build this bottom step up so it's the same height as that. So you're going to come down, step off onto a big landing pad, and then them slabs are going to run all the way through. So basically you can step all the way onto that patio, so that'll all be one level on there. and then we'll have a few bigger steps coming down from here. So basically you can walk up and then get straight on there without, because them steps at the minute there was a little trip hazard and stuff, which was crap. So we're going to tie all that into one level and then step down basically. So it's a bit of head scratching with these jobs, like I say. And, you know the process. Obviously Nick comes, he prices it all up, and then when we get here he has a rough idea of what we're doing, but I'm working with the levels and stuff like that, so obviously I change it slightly to what I think is going to work better. And yeah, that's it. So we come with a rough idea, we know roughly what we're going to do, and then as we're going along I have to try and work out better ways to do stuff. Like I say, there's quite a lot of different levels going on here, and we've got to make sure it looks right at the end. So when that steps off, that's going to be roughly the same height as that, so it's all going to tie in nicely with the top of those, and then step back down, say clad the inside of that both sides, and it'll look nice then. So you're not ending up with loads of little steps and a big pad. It's going to probably step up from here and just look nice, waffling on about nothing now, but you get the idea anyway. The manhole's deep, we've checked the manhole, so that's all good. This has got to come down a lot further. So what they did before is they laid that and it was flat under that doorstep, and then them slabs ran up to a different level. So that's got to come out, all those drains have got to come out, all that's got to be lowered now. Yeah, so a lot of work to do. There's a lot of work in that cladding as well. Don't think there is, but there is, to clad all these walls. Oh, and obviously the liner. So we've got a liner behind there. Don't know if anyone's ever used blocks before, but from personal experience, because I've got them at my house, they just suck up moisture. Sorry for sniffing as well, but I can't help it. It's this or nothing. And if you don't like it, stick it up your mother's backside. Yeah, so that's going to stop all the moisture coming into there. So that's going to sit up against there nicely. That runs all the way down to the bottom and around the footing. And yeah, I'll look at drilling some weep holes in it afterwards, but we've got to be careful with that, because obviously all that front's going to be cladded, and the customer is not going to want weep holes sticking out the bottom of there. So I'm going to come up with some other design for that, what I'm going to do for the moisture behind there. Thinking about running it downwards like that and then putting the weep holes out the back, so obviously any water that comes down there will drain off that way and ping out the back of that wall. That's my plan. But she's having a planter down here anyway, so she's planting all stuff in there, so there's going to be all plants and stuff sucking a lot of that moisture out. But yeah, that's it. Should be good. Should be good. Making it up as we go along, which is usually the best way. Got a plan in my head, and yeah, that's it. Cracking on. Just set you up into a little time lapse of us doing some work. Right, as you just saw there, looked like we did a whole lot of nothing. It's difficult getting in there and sorting all that out. We're falling out of the shop. Bit of a tight space, all this crap everywhere. Get that out tomorrow. Now we've got to ping this wall in here, return that there. But most importantly, we're having a minute, aren't we? It's got one of them days. And we've got double chocolate, always a favourite, always a winner, and oatmeal and raisin. Now they're either amazing or crap. There's no in the middle, I'm afraid. So let's just take you into our private time here. And we'll have a little taster. Let's have a little taste. Coffee.
I drank from that side.
Tastes nice with sugar in
Give me
I'm
the
only going
sugar.
to throw it.
there. Got to swap.
I drank from that.
That's alright. Where's your cup?
Don't want it.
So
Have that.
work.
Like a child, I've always put my lips all around it, bro. You just put your lips over mine.
Not bothered. To be fair, that tastes really nice with sugar in. We always like to mark people down with the coffee. 4.
Ben.
This is what it's all
It's
about.
at least 5. It's average.
Yeah, exactly. It's 5. Average. That's even more.
4's worse than average, bro.
These are the best.
These are going to be better than the chocolate one.
Probably. Right, let's all do it at the same time. Oh, they are soft as well. Look at that. You know when you hold it and it just bends on its own, you know it's going to be good.
Do you know it's going to be good, do you?
You know what?
Pretty good, bro.
I don't know what we're saying.
It's a catfish, bro. It looks like it's going to be dead soft and pretty good. It's quite dry.
Watch this though. One single dip dead quick. That's add an extra point. Let's give it an extra point. Not gonna lie. Where are these from? Are they?
So Sainsbury's on it, bro.
These are Sainsbury's. Right. Next one. Oh come on, what's wrong here?
Too much chocolate, I don't like it.
Oh, what?
I don't like it.
Now this one's not as bendy. Taste. Ooh. We're going for a little dip.
Of course.
They're good, they're good.
I don't know if it's better.
They're above average. Well, there you go. A whole lot of nothing.
I don't like what you eat.
Not bad. Right, we is done for today, aren't we, lad?
Oh.
Just chucking a bit more mix up there. It's in, all square. Nice and level. And all done.
Everything it says in the job description.
Obviously this don't look pretty, but that's all getting cladded like this, so don't need to joint that up properly. Just make sure it's smooth and flat. Con, just get in with that. And bits of gobbo all sticking out, lad. Alright, run your trowel down it, make sure it's smooth, please. That's it. And tomorrow we're going to get all this stone in here. Sort this step out here. And then get it nice and stoned up over the weekend. So it's all done. And that's it. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Okay, so this is where we're currently at. So I appreciate it looks like a bomb's gone off. But as I said earlier in the week, these jobs are just more brains than brawn at this stage. So I think we've got another step running across here. I think Chris has mentioned another one. And then that's our basic foundations all built now. So the lads this afternoon are going to start bringing stone in. We're going to get this all dug out, stoned up. We've backfilled quite a considerable amount already because this was really deep. As you know, this came down to sort of ground level, so whatever that is, probably 900, something 800. So we've done the majority. But yeah, so end of play today. Stoned up, whackered, tidy, starting to look like a job, thank God. Monday, slabs are arriving. I'm going to start ploughing slabs down. So that is the plan. So yeah, it's going pretty well, just doesn't feel like it at the minute, but we put in a considerable amount of time for this job. It's about a 3-weeker this is. Main drag laid next week, and then it's all the fiddly bits. We've got to clad this wall in porcelain, copers, porcelain, planter at the back of the wall, finish the patio. It's just little, can you imagine every single uplift on the steps got to be cladded. It's just going to take forever. So yeah, going to be a lot of wet sawing to do, but we won't let it get us down. However, due to this fact, I've not really had a chance to get on this prize thing. Don't all slate me in the comments. We'll announce the winner next week, so next Sunday's video. Yeah, I've just not really had time to look at it and think about it. This job, as you can see guys, has just been all consuming. So yeah, and if I'm honest, not very much fun. So yeah, we just not really had a chance to get it sorted this week. But yeah, the money's there and the prize giveaway will be announced next Sunday. So in fact, I might even jump on a live and do it. So that's probably the best way to do it. So I'll do that next Sunday, and we'll go from there.